Hello and welcome to Light Global Studio. My name is Fortune Wina and I'm really glad you are here. Today's conversation is that which every lady, even the men watching, will learn from. But before we dive right into it, do well to hit the like button, do well to comment, do well to share with someone and subscribe if you haven't already. All right, so we have a beautiful and amazing personality in our midst this afternoon. Good afternoon, Mrs. Gloria Jefta Shekonya.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. It's so good to have you here.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, so let me tell you a little about Mrs. Gloria. Mrs. Gloria is a self-discovery and development coach. She posts faith-based content. She talks about lifestyle as well as issues concerning women. And our topic for today is, drum rolls, the lady and her finance. The lady and her finance. Bring your chair closer. What did I say? The lady and her finance. And to help us unfold, unravel, and unpack this topic, Mrs. Gloria is going to do just that. Mrs. Gloria, please don't mind me talking so much, but I want you to just say a little more about yourself to us. You know, we do not really know you, and I know that whatever I've said is just too small. You know, please just tell us who you really are.
Okay, so like you said, you've actually said a lot of things. Okay. So thank you. That was a beautiful introduction. So my name is Mrs. Gloria Jefta Shekonya. I am a passionate lover of God. I am a self-rediscovery and also a relationship coach. I'm very passionate about godly relationships and marriages. You know, I love when two persons come together in unity and also having the purpose of God in mind to love one another, to express the affection they have towards each other. It's just such a beautiful thing. And I'm also very passionate about women rediscovering the true essence and nature that what God has placed inside of them, bringing it out to light and then allowing people to benefit also from that virtue that God has placed in them. So in a nutshell, so that's just who I am.
Wow.
Thank you.
All right, so before we delve into the questions, I just have like an icebreaker for you.
All right.
Okay, so if you could turn any hobby into a full-time business tomorrow, what would it be?
Modeling.
Modeling.
Yes, modeling.
Wow.
Obviously for Christ.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
Wow. So you are a model.
Just something, you know, when you're a little girl and then there's just something in your mind, I want to do this, I would have loved to do this. So I would have actually loved to model.
Wow.
Yeah.
Modeling, business modeling. Wow. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so let's move into the lady and her finance. Right. So who is a lady? Who is a lady and where does her power really lie? Yes, please.
That's a beautiful question. I would define a lady to be the woman created in God's image and God's likeness. As simple as that, because the word of God tells us in Genesis 1, verse 26 and verse 27, you know, that God created them male, female, right? So to have dominion. And he created her in his image and in his likeness. So that's who a lady is. And then she's a godly woman with virtue inside of her. And you said, where does her power lie? Her power lies in her identity. Her power lies in knowing who she is and whose she is, who she is and who she belongs to. That's it.
Well, her power lies in knowing who she is and who she belongs to. You need to write that down. All right, so let's move on to the next question. You know, we're talking about the lady and her finance.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, why do you think a lady needs to have her own money?
I believe that a lady is meant to have her own money because it's a command.
Okay.
It's a command. Like I said, she finds or she has her power. Her power lies in her identity. So her identity is in God. and God made her and gave her a commandment: go into the world and have dominion.
Yeah.
So it's a command. It's like you are obeying an instruction, yes. And then where the command comes, there's empowerment to actually carry it out. So every woman should have her own money because it's a command. As simple as that. So just obey.
Obey.
Yeah.
It is a command to have your own money.
Yeah.
It is a command to be financially independent. Wow. We need to obey God's command.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, ma'am. So what steps do you think ladies can take in achieving their financial independence? Many ladies are like, how do I become financially independent? So what steps do you think ladies can take?
Okay, so that's a good question, by the way. So I'm going to maybe like segregate it into two parts.
All right. So
the first one is she has to learn the spiritual part and also the physical part. The spiritual aspect of financial prosperity and then the physical aspect of financial prosperity. Okay. So as a believer, as a woman who wants to really thrive financially, firstly, you have to put God first. You have to ask him. You know, the Bible says in James 1:5, right? He who lacks wisdom, you ask. So it's like a blank check. So you ask the Lord, how do I go about my finances? Don't just go and get a job randomly, right? Your peace might not even be there.
True.
So spiritually, you ask God. Then you learn how finances work in the kingdom of God, right? You learn the commands. You tithing. You give offerings. All of these things are not a way for people say, oh, church wants to eat our money and all of that. No. You're not doing it for church. You're not doing it for the pastor. You're doing it to have dominion, to have, like I said, to obey a commandment, right? You learn the spiritual aspect on how to keep your finances. When you tithe, when you give offerings, you sow seeds, these things, they secure your finances, right? It's like building house, your storehouse, like the Bible says, your storehouse, right? Building up treasures in heaven. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Then the physical aspect. Now, this is when you have tackled the spiritual aspect, you know, your money is safe, whatever money is coming into your hands, you know that you tithe and all that. But physically, you don't just tithe and sit just, okay, money is going to fall down. No. What you do now is you invest in yourself. Invest in your mind first. There is no amount of money that can enter into your hands if it has not first entered and seated inside your mind, right? You cannot hold 100,000 naira in your hand if you've not held it up there. So your mind is like the connection point between your spirit and then your body, right? So you invest in your mental capacity. Read books about finances, get knowledge, go to school, right? So you are dealing with the world of men physically. So you have to go to school and then learn about investing, learn about how to save, right? Save your money, invest it. How does money multiply? How does it grow? So these are the steps a lady can take to actually have financial prosperity. Wow. Yeah.
This is very, very, very practical.
Very practical.
I mean, those that are watching, you need to write. And then you also need to read again what you have written. Because I tell you the truth and I lie you not. It is very important. Wow. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that wonderful answer.
Thank you.
All right. So you are married, you know, Mrs. Gloria. And many ladies are looking up to you. There's this question so many ladies have in their mind. They're like, how do I balance career, family, as well as other aspects of my life, you know, so that this one is not taking more time than this one is, so that I'm not lacking in this and then this is doing well. So how do you think ladies can balance their career, can balance their family, as well as other aspects of their lives?
Oh, that's a thoughtful question. Okay, firstly, I'm going to say that you need to ask God first for direction.
Ask God.
Whatever it is you do, put him first. Ask him for direction and for guidance. Now, the second step is to understand your seasons. Okay, understand the seasons of your life. So life is in phases, men are in sizes. Yes, so life is in seasons. So as a woman, there is a season in your life where you were single, right? You have all the time to yourself. I remember when I was single, like I literally have all the time. I don't even know what to do with my time. But right now, I'm married with a baby.
My God.
Like the 24 hours is not really enough. But it's enough because I know what to do, and I'm going to tell you what to do. So if you understand your seasons, maybe you are single right now, utilize it. The 24 hours that you have, there are so much right now. Those 30 minutes, you will look for 5 minutes. You will not see it to spend on yourself. So the season of your life that you are single, utilize it. Spend quality time with God. Spend time with yourself. You can spend 3 hours with yourself right now. Do it. You can go out, do it. To godly places.
Yeah,
go
right?
to the places. Enjoy your time, with yourself. And then that season is going to wrap up. Pleasure. Thank you.
All right. So still talking about the lady and her finance.
Okay.
Do you think ladies can truly build solid wealth? Can they truly build what we call solid wealth?
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they can.
Okay. So what financial challenges do ladies face, and how can they tackle these challenges?
Okay. That's a beautiful question. I would say the first challenge is overdependence.
Okay.
So a very high percentage of women or ladies are dependent on parents, boyfriends, husbands, neighbors. Give me this, give me that. So I think what would tackle that challenge is to build sources of income, get a job, start a business. There are a lot of things you can do. And then the second challenge is lack of financial literacy. Many people don't know what to do with their monies. Some persons are so favored, and then they have finances, like money an average lady, right? If she just goes out, like I just feel like women are just favored.
Yeah.
You get, right? It's not like a partiality thing, but they're just favored. So a woman can just go out and somebody, you look good, take this. And then they just go and buy something.
Yeah.
Just like that. So I feel like money will come into your hands, but you just need to know what to do with that money. And then some women fear taking risks, right? Men are risk takers. See, men can use the last 100K they have to actually get into an investment, because they know, if this thing works, even if it doesn't work, they're not discouraged. They will still find another way. So I feel like women should still break that limitation of fear, right?
Yeah.
I know we are nurturers, so we are hoarders. We want to hold on to the 20K that we have. We don't want to lose it, but then take risks more, start that business. What if it doesn't fail? You say, what if it fails? What if it does well? Right? So that's what I'm just going to answer for that question.
So we should learn to take risks more.
Take risks, yes.
Take more.
Have financial knowledge, know what to do with your money, right? And let me just add one of the challenges is to fit into societal pressure and demand. This is how you should look. This is kind of hair you should wear. This kind of shoe or bag and all of those things. And then you want to compare your life with somebody who is 50-something years old, who has built businesses, and then she's carrying a Birkin bag or she's carrying something, and you want to buy that kind of a bag, and then you are 23. How? Except you have a billionaire father or a man, or you want a man to come and spoil you. No, I feel you should work and then live below your means or within your means, and then make sure that you are not pressured into doing things that you're not supposed to do.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you very much for that, Mrs. Gloria.
You're welcome.
All right, so we're about to wrap this up, but I want to shake table small, right? I want to just shake it, not too much, just a little.
All right.
All right, so this question says, would you advise a lady to support or sponsor a business plan of her man, even though they are not yet married? Would you advise a lady to support or even sponsor a business plan of her man, even if they are not married?
Wow.
From you. Yes.
Wow, that's a beautiful question. Very interesting. Okay, I'm going to say sponsor, no, but support, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so to sponsor, it means, oh, I'm taking up everything. Maybe the business plan is like 1.5 million naira, and because I have 2.5, I'll just give 1.5, right? So I feel like men are goal oriented, right? So, and the man should have proven himself, even if you're not yet married, and then you are in a serious relationship. It's okay. I will help my man, right? Even if we're not yet married, but you have proven yourself to me, that you have shown me, you have given me security, right? You've given me emotional stability, right? And then you are goal-oriented. You are strategic. You are serious. Just that you need financial help to. And then the business plan, you've shown me, like, I'm very serious with that. You've shown me, you've given me plans and everything. Not that you just come and say, I want to start poultry. Or I want to do this. You don't have any nothing. Then I'll carry 1.5 million and give it to you. No. My love, your love as a woman should not just be in your heart. Let it also be in your mind and in your head. Yes. So help your man, good, but don't sponsor everything. You are taking away that the masculine part of him to source out for himself, right? And I don't just feel, I know a high value man will even struggle to collect from you. You will even be the one to say, no, babe, let me help you. No, just take it now. No, I'm your woman, let me help you. So a high value man will struggle to want to collect and collect and collect, right? From you. So that's it.
Wow. A high value man will even struggle to want to collect and collect and collect. Okay. Well, that is a take home for someone. Thank you so much, Mrs. Gloria. Once again, we are so honored to have you here.
Thank you.
You are as knowledgeable as you are beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure connecting with you even here again. Thank you, Mrs. Gloria. All right. Thank you so much to all of you who have joined us and watched this far. Thank you for staying with us. Do not forget to follow us. Do not forget to engage on all our social media platforms at Light Global Multifaceted. My name is Fortune Wina, and I shall see you again. Bye-bye.
Hello, people. Welcome to Light Global Multifaceted. And yes, it is your beautiful and one and only exciting host, Excitement. And yes, for today's episode, we are going to be talking about the boy child. So have you been having questions about the boy child? If you're of the male gender and you've had certain questions that you want answered, I trust that at the end of this episode, you would have had those questions answered. So today in this studio, we have an amazing guest in the building. I know a lot of thoughts are coming through your mind. Is none other person than Raf Keys of the Raf Empire, the Raf Keys Empire. Nice to have you today, sir. So nice to have you. So usually, if I have to do an introduction, words might fail me and I might not end up doing it better like you would because you know yourself better. So I'm just going to give you the platform. Just have the moment and just tell us who you are, what you do, what you represent. Thank you.
Okay. So my name is Olan Raphael Gabriel.
Okay.
Yes. I'm from Benue State. So basically, I love God. So let's start with that. That's the first thing you should know about me. And I'm also a banker.
Okay.
Yes. I read physics though, so it's a whole.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of story
right.
entirely, and I'm doing well in my banking job.
That's
and
beautiful.
I'm still practicing my physics.
Wow.
So what you read in school doesn't even matter what you become. So basically, I'm a musician and a music coach, a businessman, an entrepreneur. And I'm also into people development. That's one of the things we do in the academy. I own a music school.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Yes.
So I think for now, let me just stop at that for the want of time.
So, okay, this man, he does a lot of things, but he just chose to, share with you the ones that he wants to share with you. However, let's just work with what he has already introduced himself as, or who he has introduced himself to be. But then, sir, you know why we are here today?
Yes.
We're here to talk about the boy child. And I believe this is going to be an exciting topic for you because you are of that gender, the male gender. You know the journey you took growing up as a boy, how you had to grow up and all of that. Yeah. So I believe this is personal for you. So we're going to be having experiential answers, not just logic, not just thoughts or just something we pasted or maybe you just copied from somewhere, but from your life, your experience, what you think, your view, your perspective. And I know you're super excited to hear about all of that.
Yeah,
so
sure.
For the very first question I have on my list.
Okay.
You know how, especially Nigeria and the world at large, will always be like, be a man, you're a boy, just take it in, that kind of thing. And this particular thought or let me just say view made me to carve out this particular question that I want to ask you. And this is the question. The boy child is known with strength and always encouraged to man up. How much damage do you think this has caused them and the impact on the society?
Oh, okay. So basically, I would say this first of all. There's a disparity in gender. Generally, not just in Nigeria or Africa, where people have this feeling that men should know what to do. Men should take decisions always. Yes, I'm good with that. But if you come to think of it, the first revelation you should have about the gender male is that being a man is hard work. I think this is why you have more men in prison. Yes, because that urge to meet up to targets, that urge to make family proud,
pressure,
that urge to have that. And believe me, being a man is not even in the masculine nature. It's first of all in responsibilities. Now, but I do say this, don't be too responsible that you forget yourself. Because anybody you are doing something for, there's a mindset they have that you've done it for yourself. So for instance, you send some money home, automatically your mom or whoever believes you've spent that same amount on yourself. And in reality, it's not even that way.
Yeah.
But let's leave that aside. So let me say this, for a man in Africa, I would want us to help men because they need help. Even God knew they needed help. That's why he made man first and he gave him helpmeet.
Yes.
And he didn't just stop there. He said it's not good for a man to be alone. So if we even remove the marriage part out of it, it's not even good for a man to be alone. Let's remove the conversation of, because that's for the married. Now let's even talk for a single man. So this means men need help.
Yeah.
Yes. We have this feeling that men are moved by what they see. So most times you can see a whole lot, but if that pressure, you let that pressure get into you, you will begin to want to, how do I put this now? There's this tendency to want to fit into a society. So most men are not natural. That's why you see a man he's in his middle 30s, he's already growing gray. During the days of our parents, they lived longer. How I mean was, they didn't let social media, you just see a guy who just go online, he sees his friend driving a car, he doesn't want to know how that car came. Yes. The next thing now, he's trying to do fraud. He's just trying to, and there's this push is not even coming most time from family, it's a within thing. You don't want to be, because if you are not making that progress, they feel you are not man enough. So there's this tendency, and this starts from even being a child. Yeah. As a boy in the house, there are certain things, the hard chores are left for men. Women wash plates, but when it comes to clearing of grass, that work is for men. Even as a young man, you're trying to do something that is above yourself. They'll be like, are you not a man? And maybe you're just talking to a boy. So he grows up with this mindset that men should do the hard things. Men should be. So even when it's getting hard, where he should seek for help, he still feels he can't complain. Yeah. Because even when he complains, the society makes him believe that he should be able to handle that. So you see most men dying in silence, see them struggling with BP, struggling with certain illnesses that just a minimum of a hug or just a counsel or even therapy can heal.
Yes.
I don't know if you understand my point. And this was how we grew up in Africa, understanding that men should take the harder part of life. I don't have an issue. Let me just cite an example. Let's say rain is drizzling. You see a lady and a guy standing, a car will just park, pick the lady and leave the guy there.
Yeah.
Somehow it tells this guy that he's either I should get a car, because for instance, he has to prove to that lady that he's not a failure. So he will do all he can to also get a car. And in that way, he might, maybe, I'm not saying not being successful is good, but when you have to put so much pressure beyond what you can handle per time, because some people jump steps in life just because they need to meet up with.
Yes.
I know online, you just go online, you see people rent cars to do content.
Yes.
You see people hire a lot of gadgets, rent an apartment, and they are doing a whole lot. And you are just living in your one-room self-contained, and you are better than those guys.
Yeah.
But it's just that they package so much and they put so much pressure on your mind, your spirit, and you feel you're not doing enough.
Yeah.
And you want to start involving in things that on a normal day you might not want to do. So I think these pressures are just natural for men. So it's something we should look into. Like for me, for one, I do tell people, I say time heals.
Wow.
So that's one revelation I use. I don't let the society put pressure on me. Rather, I stick to what I was supposed to do, because per time there's something I should be doing.
Focus.
And I won't just keep that.
Yeah.
So maybe you are in SS2. You can't just keep SS2 and wear an NYC clothes because your secondary school classmates is serving.
Yes.
You have to go through that stage. You might serve later, but just know you will reach there on time. So I think, I don't know if that did justice.
A lot of justice. Okay, a lot of justice. Like, I feel like this session is quite educative and impacting for me personally. Being of the female gender, I get to learn a lot about the male gender. And that's one beautiful thing about this particular episode.
Thank you.
So I have one other question. Seeing you answered this particular question in a way that almost linked to this next question, I'm just going to ask you this one now.
Okay.
So it says, how can we teach the boy child to be vulnerable, and how can they manage trauma, because they also experience it as well?
Okay, I will say this. I'll use myself as an example. I think I was 15 going to 16 when I started paying bills.
Wow.
Yeah, so most times when I tell people my actual age, they don't believe, because somehow maybe I've achieved more than what my age should have been doing. Yes, and I will say this for one, it starts most times from childhood. You know, there's a way we were raised by our fathers. So for instance, an average African father or a Nigerian father typically, he doesn't apologize.
Yes.
So a father would prefer to scold you. He knows it's wrong. Most times he might go back to your mom to go and tell your mom, oh, this was what I didn't do right. But to the child, he won't do that. So we ended up having this ideology about manhood or fatherhood, like someone who is just so perfect. They don't do wrong. They don't
always right.
Yes, you can even be right, but you are scared of saying things out because you feel you'll still be scolded. So with that, even as a child, okay, for instance, there are we have movements like Save the Girl Child, Girl Child movement, but for, even as it regards celebration, like this year, we've done like more than 6 women International
Please
Girls
don't
Day.
Don't judge us, we deserve it.
So what I'm trying to say, on Father's Day, most times nobody really posts. You might randomly stumble on one post. Before you know, it's Father's Day, you two will rush to your phone. And most times you don't even have your dad's picture.
Oh my God, true.
Yes, you have to start
maybe
looking.
just 1 or 2.
Most times you have to tell him to send you a picture. Today is Father. Even him that is they are celebrating doesn't even know. He'll not be like, oh. So even as a child, you grew up into becoming a father.
Yeah.
But this is the point I want us to note, that regardless your gender, we are faced with the same challenges. So a lady is growing up in the same environment, a guy is growing up in the same environment, you are attacked by the same factors. So this is what I would say. If a lady is molested, let's say sexually, she can speak out, tell some people.
Yes.
But for a boy, maybe a cousin or an auntie in the compound is molesting him, he can't even want to come out. You barely see court case that a guy is being raped.
Yes.
Like me now, God forbid, maybe I'm raped. how will I even stand in front of a camera or in the court to start filing up a case? So I want to employ a lawyer. Imagine if I call a lawyer, like, please, I'm raped too. I need justice. He will first of all ask me, are you ready to? He might even put, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we were meant to understand that we should take him. So
yes,
there's a beautiful picture. Okay, let's say for a guy now, you wear a fancy clothes. They'll be like, this clothes is feminine. You want to just wear something that is hard.
Yes.
So, okay, let me just crack this little. So you see hair cream, you see cream, you see soaps. They use feminine pictures. When it gets to Panadol Extra, things that involve pain, they use men. So that mindset sits in us. So even when you're going through stuffs, you can't even share. And most times the unlucky part is that most men are lucky they have wives or they have these female people who they can share with. But if you meet real men discussing, most times it takes a lot of discipline for them to sit to talk about their problems. Most of them want to man up. This one will be like, I just paid for this.
True.
I just bought this gadget. And you are there. Maybe you want to share a problem. And that problem is eating you deep down. But just said that this guy bought a car. So you start looking for the one that didn't even happen, or the one that wants to happen. And so instead of you coming out plain to be like, see guys, I don't have food stuff in my house. Or I'm battling with ulcer. So you just sit there as they are talking, you to just be like, there is this contract I'm expecting. That could be fate. But to a large extent, that's how we've been trained. To even this also narrows down to people who are into career. So you are a mentor to people, you are a pastor, you are a businessman. Business is not going well. And there are some staffs or employees in your organization that you can reach out to. This person is good in this aspect. But just because you want to be that bossy, you see this thing, some men will be like, I prefer to roast inside that fire. They even tell their wives, I know this is, but since you are proving I'm not the man. And in that way, and this was how we were brought up, is in our nature. So God saw that in Adam. He said, no, I can't leave him this way. He had to quickly get a helpmate for him. So I feel, men, if you're a man listening to me, you should know that you are a human being. You are first a human, gender aside. You are first human. And what that means is the same pain a human will feel. A woman now, W-O.
Woman.
Yes. It's the same pain you will feel. Now, don't just, because for one, I want to be a man, I want to man up, but I also check my mental health. It's very important. Because if you check the problems most men go through, it has less or nothing to do with the economy. It's them there's a way you pour out your heart. Sometimes you can just cry and let some pain. There are certain sicknesses or infirmities people go through and it's health related. BP is one. Ulcer is one. I remember I was talking to one of my very good friends, Isaac John, and he was telling us in a gathering, he said, please, don't die of hunger. If you are hungry, speak up. When he was talking, I knew the ladies were not even included because they have friends. For instance, when I was in school, my dad would send my sister 15K and send me 4K. Believe me, it was not wrong.
Sorry, 15K.
15:4. So how I got to know, one day my sister's phone was in my hand and I saw an alert. I started feeling, am I really a child? I'm a
spoon?
Am I a spoon? So, and it's natural. So women get so much attention and men get less of the attention. So there are some countries, I'm not sure of the statistics, where they said if you are to marry men to women and merge them to fit the population, it's like 1 man to 20 women. So men go into the army. Yes, there are some countries where they recruit, once you turn 18, automatically you are recruited into the army. So as you are growing into a responsibility you are not even prepared for. So I feel as a man, there are times you should cry, it's okay. There are times you should talk. Most times, don't always talk to God, but you need discernment. There are some people you talk to and it will enter the news.
Sincerely?
Yes, but I still feel with discernment, prayerfully, there should be someone in your life. And I do tell people, if you want to keep your secrets safe, find someone that you know their secrets to. Don't just be the only one dishing. So you just call Momo. I've killed 17 people. I'm talking to someone that's never murdered one person. So those kind of people can be. But if you have people who you guys have belt this bond. You can be like, guys, see what I'm going through. I'm facing issues in my marriage. Sometimes you can see a therapist. It mustn't even be someone you know. You can just travel to somewhere or
book a session.
Book a session. Sit down. Let's pour out your heart. At that point, you can cry. At least you pay to cry. At that point, crying is free.
Yes.
So, and what this does, it relieves you of some nerves.
True.
Because I tell people, it takes more hormones or nerves now to frown or stay stiff. But when you smile, research shows that people who smile live longer. Yeah, so smile. Yes. So in my office, I discovered the men get aged more. So you see, women get bigger. Yes, they mature on time. But after a while, you see the men start growing gray. And I'll be wondering, a guy is just 35. He's already all gray. And ask him how. He wakes up early, sleeps late. Most times, even eat the bread of sorrow. So it now dawns on me that for me, the advice I'm giving is what I apply.
Yeah.
I tell myself the truth. When I'm hungry, I say it. When I'm excited, I say it. So then lastly, for men, I think you should hide in God. Yes, what this means is, I know you want to be successful, you want to make all the money.
Yeah.
But there's a comfort that comes from God that only Him can give, that even money can't give. Because I work in a system whereby I meet people who have these funds. But most times when you go close and they try to share some issues with you, you not be like, someone with this kind of an account balance, should they still be going through something like this? That's when it now dawned on me that, yeah, they say money answers all things, but money doesn't solve. For instance, if you call me now, I can answer, but I'm not speaking. So that means money can answer. If you call my line, I can just answer the phone. I've answered, but I'm not talking. So maybe you need some certain answers from me. I can answer, but I'm not giving back that value. So you can have this money. Money can only answer all things, but it cannot solve every problem. There are some certain problems that it needs you to cry. Yes, be fine if you are crying. Talk to someone. Sometimes I think one of the things that we've lacked in Africa is that we don't take our time to do recreation. An average white man budgets money for watching football. So for instance, check a match, you are in Nigeria or Africa, you see the stadium almost empty. People are in their business places trying to make ends meet.
Yes.
And most times these ends don't even meet like it ought to. So take out time to relax, take a breath in. Watch, do something you love doing. Relieve yourself of stress. Check your BP. Be sure you are fine. If your BP is high, take out time to rest. Because even if you die, work continues. Life goes on. The people you are fighting hard for, they will move on after 2 months. They can mourn. Then every year they will do your remembrance. And that's all we can do for you. So just stay alive.
Yeah. Just stay alive. Find someone that you can trust and just open up to. I hope we're able to catch that. So, sir, I have another question for you.
Okay.
And the question is, how does social media influence and impact the well-being of the boy child? How does social media influence and also impact the well-being of the boy child?
Okay, wow. So this question, I'm going to answer it in chapters.
Okay.
So before I even speak to the boy child, generally as youths, especially in this generation.
Yes.
So for my definition of a Gen Z, anybody that is less than 25 is a Gen Z automatically. So the millennial starts from. Now, when I was younger, when I was growing up, every evening there's something we do. So no matter where you are, there's a certain time of the day, evening, at the cool of the evening, where we just gather. You meet children under the moonlight. Some people are playing games. You get. So there was this bond. You could even tell who is ill. You could tell who traveled because you didn't see this guy. All of you can just gather and go and check up on a friend.
Yeah.
But you see these days, you can do this as a survey or just do it as me. What I do, if I wake up in the morning, I will be like, thank you, Jesus. Okay, I can still talk. Then I pray. But some people, you don't even check if you can talk. You just start pressing your face.
Or if you can even walk.
Yes, or you even check your legs if you are not paralyzed yet. So it now dawned on me that social media Like content creators have boxed our mind to what they want us to believe. So most people pattern their marriage, their relationship, their lifestyle based on what, because they spend more time with phones, they spend more time with their gadgets. And you know, now the internet tells you what life should be. Because you just check a post, even if the guy said something stupid, you see like something million views. And be like, wow, this guy, and you go, you follow his page. You see that for the next 1 hour, you're scrolling and he's selling a mindset to you. During our days, what we had was to go. So the least you could do was be in a to-go room.
Yes.
And that room is still people like you trying to grow their star. So it was very boring then, because the aim was to even grow your star. So sometimes you can just on your data, leave your phone, you still go and meet those guys to play. But now, every evening, so you are going through depression, you're on your phone. You are broke, you're on your phone. You need data, you're on your phone. You are quarreling with someone, instead of you to meet that person physically, you are posting on your status. Don't bite the hand that fed you. And now social media made it easy, so you can even mention someone. So I can post and I want you to see it, I will mention you. So what AI is even coming, and these things are derailing characters, are derailing virtues. So you see a guy, he's a graduate, but he can't even write an official letter because autocorrect helps him to do those things. So you just type conglomeration, before you finish, autocorrect shows you what that word is. So you are in a place where you are supposed to write an exam and you can't spell words like pneumonia. Some people don't know it starts with a P. Because if you can even use a voice note, it will show you the spelling. And these things are trying to downplay the place of working hard. So you now see that everything your brain was supposed to do, AI is doing it for you. So my office, they brought a structure that could help the system do some things, and because of that, they are relieving certain staffs that could get that job done. But now, since AI could do it faster, could do it better, and a time will come whereby everything will now be online. So universities will be struggling to have students because nobody wants to spend 6 years to read medicine when you can just go online, chat GPT, what's it called, and you just Google, how can I do this? So there was something I was trying to do. I was supposed to pay 150K for it. So I already planned with the guy. I was supposed to start. So something said I should go to Meta AI. And I just Googled and I saw how to do this. And everything, I started doing it. And it was just, I was like, wow. So that saved me. And it has made someone lose his sales. So to a large extent, social media is good. But me, I love social media. It's just that my advantage was that I met life before social media came in. So I compared both of them. This is easier, but that was more, it was more sophisticated. It was more real. Do you know now, there are certain stunts you pull on social media or online. Someone will tell you it's AI. With AI now, you can just sit in this room and I'll make it look like I'm talking to 10,000 people. So you that spent 10 years to build a platform that could sit 10,000 people to hear them speak. Someone will sit in his house and replicate that same result more efficiently. So your question will be, why do I have to even work hard on myself? But this is the trick. Let me tell you, everything has a time frame. Even this phase will pass away. Believe me. Yes. Those who did money ritual to buy BlackBerry Bold 5. Sorry, I'm calling names. So now in this era, if you're holding a BlackBerry Bold 5, you are seen as a nonchalant person. You are seen like someone who is not even going far. But there are times where people were kidnapped because they had to travel to go and see a boyfriend because he promised to give you BlackBerry Bold 5 so that you can ping. So even these things you are holding on to, make sure you are not losing touch of the real you. So even as you want to do Snapchat filter, as you want to do Photoshop, as you want to change backgrounds and do a whole lot, make sure you are working on your character, because the time will come where it's only integrity that will stand. So I don't know if that's
a beautiful one. My next question I wanted to use to round up this whole interview session. I know it's going to be like I'm asking so much of you, because it's like you've already given a lot of advice and word for everyone watching this video already. But still, we want you to just focus your gaze on the camera and just, what advice would you give that boy child in this generation right now watching this video to help them, scale through life at this very moment?
Wow, that's so big already. So, but let me just start with this. The first revelation you should have as a man is that you are in trouble. So that should give you an urgency in your spirit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not trying to scare you anyways, but the way nature works, nature was not built to favor the male gender. Yes. So for instance, for what I do personally, if I was supposed to be a lady, I should have like 1 million views. But because I'm a guy, nobody really cares. Do you understand?
True, yeah.
So to buttress this, I'll just give few tips. So I came from a family of 5 where we are 2 guys, two men. We are now men. Yes. So my dad is a preacher man. So, but I would tell you this for one, the things I do today are via 3 basic things.
Okay.
The first is God. The second is passion.
Passion.
Yes. Then the third, and not the least anyways, is my urge to see people grow and improve. So,
Impact.
Yes, impact. I love just, I'm not around people for no reason. There's a reason. So that alone is one of the things that pushed me to go to school.
Wow.
So when I finished school, so please, if you're a man, please go to school.
Go to school.
10, 15 years ago, we had this slogan that Dangote did not go to school, Two-Face did not go to school.
Yeah.
Now they all have their degrees because there's a height you can't even, there are some certain people you can't even reach to, even as a pastor, as an employer of labor, if you are not learned. Now, some people might say, I have these people who are of this notion that you mustn't be in the 4 walls of a university. It's fine. But any level of education that will make you harness your gift and be able to stand, because kings are not, they don't welcome mediocre people.
True.
So if it means you're taking a course in an open university,
Please do.
a conventional university, do it. It's for your own good. For instance, as little as empowerment was, if you were not like a graduate, you can't even benefit from it. So it now dawned on me that even if the government wants to assist you, okay, let's say the economy becomes good, there are certain things you'll be deprived of.
Yeah.
If you are not exposed to education, if you are not exposed to being learned. So have God. Regardless of your religion, have God. If your religion, if you are worshiping stone, still find the living God. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have God.
Yeah. Passion.
Yes. Then be educated. Make sure, because I have a lot of people who want to go into social media. I'm not against that. And most of them will be like, you can do a faceless YouTube. Yes, those things are important. But what if your channel grows to 10 million subscribers? And they're like, okay, this guy, please come and speak to us, because all you've been doing all your life is stand behind the camera,
behind the scene,
you edit, you have a lot of views, and now you've made so much impact, and they are calling you. Would your grammar be right? Would your composure? So as you are working on making money, also work on building yourself, because the time will come, money will come. I do tell people, if you can be consistent with what you're doing, the money will come. True. But the thing is, can the money defend your personality? Why you see some of these social media guys, I don't want to call names, they just stumbled into a monetized stuff and they hit hundreds of millions. If you check their lifestyle, you see that they have money, but they are still failing. They are failing in the sense that the money is pushing them to their grave already, because they've not built capacity.
Capacity.
So you need to build capacity as a man. So go to school. Then lastly, have family as one of your core values. Either your immediate family where you came from, or the family you are building. Because if you see any guy who is working hard to save, to get married, to build a family, someone that has family in mind, someone who doesn't. If his money is coming, he's squandering it, he's a playboy. He's doing there's no, if you give him, okay, what's your plan for the next 10 years? He doesn't even have anything in mind. That's because he doesn't even want to know how his children will look like. So he's just busy playing around, doing a whole lot of things that can't be shown on camera. But if he has family in mind, there are some things he wants to do. Something will spring in his mind.
Yeah.
I have a mom to take care of. I have a wife to get married to. I have children to build. What am I posting online? What am I saying? So I do tell people, this will be my last example. So I tell people, and I've told someone before, if your child is in school, because when you get married, your children will have social media in their class.
Yes.
So someone will be like, hey, your dad, is he online? Let's check his profile. And they stumble on your Facebook profile and maybe they watch a video of 2015. Or they just stumble on your post. Would they just meet you in a club? Okay, let's say now you are calm, you have repented, you've changed. But social media doesn't lie. So make sure even now that you are not serious with life, still make sure it's still done in proportion. Because a time will come whereby you can delete it, but others saved it.
Yeah.
There are some people that screenshot the stuff you've deleted. So just have this at the back of your mind. God, school can be whatever level of education you want to push for. Then passion. Yes, passion. With passion, I told someone, I say passion is your greatest mentor. Once you are passionate, you will not even stress your mentor, because some people stress their mentors. This is why I see most people don't want to get mentees, because it's stressful.
Yeah.
It's stressful to mentor a lazy person. But when you have someone that is already passionate, it's easier. You just give instructions and you come back and meet even beyond what you've taught that person. So once you are passionate, there's nothing you can't become.
Yes. Oh my God. I trust it has truly been an impactful, educational, and amazing session. Please, I hope you enjoyed this session. Do not forget to share, subscribe, and also comment on this video. Let everyone around your life see this. Let that boy child in your life, or even you yourself, if you're a boy child, make sure you go through this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do have a wonderful day. Thank you.